sono la responsabile gestione risorse.
I'm the Human Resources Manager of Città Futura, a social cooperative based in Trento for childcare services for children up to the age of 3. The cooperative currently employs about 350 operators, 8 of which are men. 55% of them are younger than 35 years old, which means that maternity leave is a constant factor in the organization, as is motherhood and parenting. In fact, there are a process of personal and professional enrichment. This is why Città Futura has created its own corporate culture, implementing solutions and paths that can help to streamline the maternity leave and facilitate the re-entry at work after a long leave. We have in fact organized support and transition activities, training, and individual coaching. At Città Futura, the Human Resources Management policy particularly favors a work-life balance, reducing and managing working hours, and flexible work, that is, flexible working hours for administrative staff, different support actions such as counseling with a pedagogist, useful services for newly parents. These are all measures we have tested and certainly make returning to work more satisfying and increase one's intrinsic motivation. The phase around the moment the employee returns to work is aimed at enhancing the personal experience of maternity, highlighting all of the acquired skills. Especially in educators, we have noticed a new communication skill and better understanding of families, as well as different, highly developed emotional intelligence when dealing with children, their families, and colleagues. In every professional role, we've noticed that parenting leads to a new ability to cope with changes and unexpected events with a positive approach, and the ability to organize working hours better and more effectively.
Lavoro con Città Futura dal 2008.
I have worked in Città Futura since 2008. I have 2 children, Martina, 8 years old, and Riccardo, 5. After the kids were born, I was able to use the optional maternity leave and an additional unpaid leave. Therefore, I was able to come back to work when each child turned 1 year old. When they started nursery school, I was able to benefit from a reduction of working hours, and starting from this year, I'm working closer to home. In terms of work, I believe that being a parent has enriched my skills. I feel more empathetic and sensitive towards the specific needs of families. Since I have become a parent, I've also changed my direct and indirect communication with families. Reviewing the documentation, for example, I realized that I pay more attention to emotional issues and less to the educational ones. What has improved is certainly the relationship with my colleagues, and in particular, after my second child was born, I was able to set priorities and to optimize time and resources.
La domanda da cui siamo partiti è questa.
Being a parent has to do with neuroscience, which tells us how being parents is a window to the development of our brain. Behavioral science points out that having more than one role means having more balls to juggle. We are complex beings. We're not in a compromised position. Our identities enrich each other. Therefore, the parental identity enriches the worker identity. And the other way around. Over 15,000 people who have participated in activities maintain that being parents makes them stronger, more capable of facing everyday challenges, and it helps them scale down problems and develop a whole range of key skills and soft skills to employ in the labor market. We're talking about empowerment, up 35%. We're talking about communication ability, up 25%. We're talking about time management, up 31%, and other increases in competencies such as problem solving, decision making, empathy, emotional intelligence, and self-care. Becoming a parent is a transition, a huge change that turns one's life upside down and creates discontinuity in rhythms, but at the same time, it creates the conditions to learn. Parents are motivated to meet their children's needs. These skills are implemented constantly, every day. They ensure that being a parent enhances one's soft skills. Within a company, do we need to emphasize that being a parent increases one's soft skills? Absolutely. By highlighting it, we make sure that motivation and involvement will increase by over 73%. Also, it increases the general well-being by over 90%, and it decreases stress levels by over 87%. All of this can happen, but only if the company sees parenting as an experience that offers a highly valuable training process, which is also applicable in the work world.